Howdy, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system. All right, where were we? Where we left off yesterday? Lawnmowers. I was going to talk about lawnmowers. Safety devices, which leads me to talk about safety devices, and I don't like any of them. Safety devices. I had to Ford, a 70s Ford lawn and garden tractor. Since 1970, it ran, and it was still only 30 years later did it start to burn a little bit of oil after it had been abused. Not by me, I bought it used. I could never get the deck level. It had been welded, and I welded it, and I beat it, and I tried putting new rollers on it and all kinds of stuff, and the steering was almost shot. So I thought, I'm just going to get rid of it and get another one, okay? But the one thing I liked about it was that it had a hydrostatic transmission, okay? Basically, you press the pedal forward, it goes forward. You press the pedal backwards, it goes backwards. So I looked at, oh man, I should tell this story too. The rest of the story is, oh, this is, my wife, God bless her, decides to do me a favor, and I'm home one day, and the truck backs into the driveway, and these guys get out, and they say, you know, Mr. Manic Mark, and I also have to apologize. I watched one of my old videos today, and I had to apologize for overacting. It was pretty bad. But I'm not taking it down. But I'm thinking that maybe I can just kind of keep it, just kind of, if I just could relax, but then I wouldn't be Manic Mark. Anyway, cut all out. These guys get out and they say, Mr. Manic Mark, and they open the back, and there's a lawnmower for me, a riding mower. And they roll it out, and I'm standing there and I'm looking at it, and it's from Sears. And I know what happened. I know my wife decided to be very sweet and buy me a mower to replace this Ford mower from Sears. Now, she didn't realize that I learned my lesson in high school about 20 years before when I bought a bike from Sears, is you never buy anything from Sears because they don't have professional people on staff. This stuff comes in, it's assembled partially when it comes in, and it's never set up right. It's never, I don't think, anyway. So I get on this lawnmower and I go around the outside of my yard one time, and it stops working. I look underneath it, and there's all these belts, okay? There's belts that drive the deck, and there's belts that drive the transmission. The transmission belt slipped and burned up in a heartbeat. So, you see, the thing of it is, I had a Kubota lined up, a used Kubota, and she talked to a relative who said, if it's used, it can't be any good. Well, why did he say that? Why did she believe that? And who recommended the Sears mower? I'll never know. So then I have to find out where the repair center is. I have to take my trailer and load the tractor in my trailer and drive all the way out there. I get there and they say, well, you got to go around back. I go around back to unload it, and they come and open the door, and there's like, it's an industrial door. I mean, it's huge, like 14 feet wide, and there's two doors like this. And it's like 3 car doors. They open it up, and it's packed. They don't even have hardly a place to stick this mower. It's packed from wall to wall. And I say, well, when can you get to this? And they say, well, we only got one guy. He comes in twice a week. And I'm looking at all these mowers in here. I'm just thinking, there's no way. So I put the mower back in on my trailer. I said, I'm not going to leave it here. Back on the trailer, drive it back. Call it, want a new mower, this one, round the yard one time, the belt burn up. So then I got to drive all the way to where she got the thing, which is not the local place, Sears. It's the Sears on the other end of the planet. So I got to drive to the other end of the planet and unload the thing, roll it in. They roll out a new one, and I put it on, and I drive home. I roll it out, and I swear, I'm not lying. I go around the yard one time, the belt burns up. This exact same thing. So then I don't want the mower. Hello, Sears, don't want the mower. Come pick it up. And then they missed the first day. I'm home all day. The second day they come, and the guy that drives the truck is a contractor, and he looks at me and goes, why don't you want this mower? I said, it doesn't work. Take it. So then after all that, I go out and shop for research and shop, and finally end up buying a Cub Cadet. Why? Because it was the only one I could find with a hydrostatic transmission. Did not want a belt transmission to begin with. So I got the hydrostatic transmission, and you know, it seems like it was fairly well made. You know, the engine runs awfully. They because of pollution standards, engines aren't worth a crap anymore. They run so hot. It's just not. It can't possibly last 30 years like the 1970 Ford tractor that goes boom, 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 boom. The new motor's like. Roar. Anyway, okay. Where was I? Okay, so I'm driving. We're back to safety now. I'm driving this thing, and I'm doing my normal pattern, and I go to back up, and the blades disconnect. There's a safety disconnect in the backup. What's the point of having the hydrostatic transmission other than it's going to work because it's geared, I guess. It's different. It's not belt. If I can't mow backing up, I'm half tempted to disconnect it, but I just didn't want to, because then if I did that, it would probably catch fire or something. So I just didn't do it. So the thing of it is, I'm backing up. So then I know that I can't back up. So I'm in a spot where the hillside is. You know, you've seen the hillside. It goes like this. And I can't make my usual turn. So I go wide on one turn and kind of close to the hillside. And the thing goes, and I'm like, fuck. I had to go get my Jeep to pull my tractor off the hillside. I almost rolled down the hillside because of the safety device. Now, I would have fallen off, and when the seat popped up, it would have cut the engine off as the thing, 500-pound thing, rolled on top of me down the hillside. It would have saved me from being chopped up. I just would have, had my brain smashed by part of the thing. It wouldn't have probably hurt anything. I don't even have to go into I was going to do more reviews, but I don't have to do that because I took up too much time. And we're going to go right to the song. I'm sorry, yesterday you all reacted so positively to the song. I was going to play the follow-up. Armando, I don't know, his version of, what was it, New York, New York. It's highly entertaining. It's on the blog. But I got this new record today, so I'm going to play that one instead. It's also highly entertaining. Thanks for stopping by.
I never take anything for granted. Only a fool, baby, takes things for granted. Just because they're here today, they can all be gone tomorrow. And I guess that's why I cherish you so, because baby, you haven't changed. Baby, you're still the same. You're just as sweet and you're just as beautiful as ever. I guess you could call me a little traditional. I guess you could say I'm a little old-fashioned because baby, I like things to stay just as they are between you and me. And that's one thing that you'll never in your life have to worry about. And that's whether or not I'll change toward you, because girl, I love you. Baby, I love you just the way you are. Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you I would not leave you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far. No, Lord, I took the good times, and I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new fashion. Don't change that color of your hair. Hey there, you'll always have my unspoken passion. Although I might not seem to care, I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. No, Lord, I just want someone to talk to. I want you just the way you are. Yeah, I need to know that you belong to me. That same old someone that I knew. What will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? Oh, I always love you, and that's forever. And this I promised from my heart. No, Lord, I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are.